I'll try to make you understand an example of a TV anchor. See, TV anchor came to me, to our clinic, you and me, talking about the anxiety. She says that from morning, as soon as get up from the bed and going to the sleep, there is a constant, some unknown fear exists at the back of the mind. She has been thinking that it is normal. But went to a talk show, to a TV with their invitation, talking about the same issue about the anxiety. Then end of the session, she approached me and asked me that, whatever the symptoms you are saying, absolutely I'm experiencing the same thing. I thought it was normal. Then how to come out? Then I asked her, though you are experiencing this, why you never approached any professional? Number one, is there any benefit you experience or benefit you perceive with this state of mind? She said, I have been doing more work than required. That is why, I am always being bullied at my home. And also, everybody keep on asking me why you put so much of effort for everything, though you are keep on doing the same thing for longer duration, longer time. So by this time, it must become automatic for you. But instead, you are putting a great amount of time in that. So what must be the reason behind it? So I was not thinking that it is really an issue. So she says that, for everything, she keep on reacting more, and also response to her kids also was sometimes very harsh, even to the spouse also very harsh. Sometimes she enter into the fight with the husband for simplest things. The husband always more patient enough and try to communicate to her, stating that, see, there is nothing serious. Why you are overreacting to that? She, at that particular moment time, may argue, but once the situation passed over, then she started thinking about it. If 5 minutes of situation happens in the morning, and next day till it takes some other situation, or on the same day if some situation happens, till that time she has been thinking about it. Like, I must have done like this, I must not have spoke like this, I must not have been so harsh, or I must not have been used that words. So now what I need to talk, what I am supposed to present, these are the things going to present. So she has two issues. One is experiencing anxiety. Second is she overthinks a lot. This is the case study of a TV anchor. Next, sir. An MNC employee. See, this MNC employee is very effective in giving his work in time, meeting the deadlines, and coordinating the people around him, always on dot. And the manager always appreciate him for his speed and accuracy, and presenting the things the way in which company wanted. But this is the one face outlook. But inside, throughout the day, he has two kids, a wife, and throughout the day, this fellow will be very busy. Very busy with the what? Not with the work, with the thinking about that works. You'll always afraid that the manager may call and say that you are fired because your work is not good and your behavior is not good. You are not doing the on-dot work. This situation never happened for the past 10 years. He has 10 years of experience in this work. Wherever he goes, he always gets the good laurels and awards, and also cash incentives, always gets a good name. But at home, people always keep on giving the labels for him. He's very busy with his work. He doesn't have time for the wife. He doesn't have time for the kids. He doesn't have time for anything. And wife keep telling me that in the past 10 years, he never reached the home by 9 o'clock. We never went outside. We never had any foods from his side, from outside, while coming from the office to the home. And also majority times the kids never seen him in the morning, because by the time kids woke up, he'll rush to the office. By the time kids sleeps, he is coming to the office, coming to the home, and he'll eat in the night around 10:30, 11. And by the time he comes home, he fresh up without talking to the wife, without talking to the kids, and simply open the mobile once again, or open the laptop, or browsing something on the OTT, or you watch the television. See, this is how the situation went for 10 years. The wife got fed up with this behavior, then informed his parents, then parents pushed him to me. Then the wife and husband both they came. Then we worked with him seriously. Then we could understand that there are a lot of self-esteem issues are there. He has very poor self-image about himself. This low self-esteem and the low self-image, these are all things are came from the childhood experiences. So then we assessed his self-esteem, assessed his self-image, then made him one to go for making things better. And he's doing better. He's able to help him to compartmentalize his day within his brain. That one is the time for office is this, time for self is this, and time for wife and kids is this, and weekends is a must time for the family. All things, as a family project, we all three, wife and he and me, sat together and asked them to organize the time. He learned step by step how to compartmentalize things, and he made himself better. And now around 30 to 40% of their relationship improved. A wife is very happy with this development, and he is also ready. Actually, he was worried about this job and his existence since a long time, but he was not knowing that he is suffering with this problem. This is the case happens with many people, even with the government employees also, even with the private business people also. So, sir, next case. Yeah, professional and overthinking. See, a professional who is basically working as a engineer in a government organization. No doubt, as an employee in a government organization, definitely there's a lot of demand is there for his services. But it doesn't mean that you are totally dedicated to the office itself. One day he came with his wife. Wife started telling a lot of stories about him. He doesn't sleep properly, he doesn't eat properly, he always in a hurry. He has a lot of time, but he looks always hurry. His looks also very shabby. He never comb properly, don't dress up very well. If somebody looks at him, people can say that he is somewhere is working as an attender in some company. So that was his appearance. By looking at him, any professional, any normal guy also can understand that something is wrong with this guy. So with once again, we assessed his self-esteem, we assessed his anxiety levels, and they were anxiety is very high, and also self-esteem was very poor. So with these three case studies, I hope that majority of the people could understand that how anxiety is really going to disturb the one personal image as well as his professional life. And this anxiety basically not only hits the personal and professional life, and also it is also going to hit his health also. So this let us try to understand from where this anxiety really comes out, and how overthink comes out, and how to understand the basic reasons for it. Next step, sir. So in generally, we call it as anxiety is your body's natural response to stress. It is a feeling or fear or apprehension about what's to come. So this is a constant apprehension keep on going on. Sometimes people become unconsciously, they become very paranoid also. So that is also one of the thing we need to check also. So whenever is consistently experiencing too much anxiety, we also send them for the assessment, personality assessment. Sometimes people think that is anxiety, but they it turned out to be sometimes psychotic, or sometimes very paranoid. Paranoid and psychotic. Paranoid is nothing but always expect that some danger is going to come with everybody around them. Psychotics means they have some hallucinations that there is somebody is following them, and some sounds are I'm able to listen that people are criticizing me. That some people think that there's body in their body, head and body, something is crawling. They experience that some punishment is being given. Somebody is cutting their head. Somebody is cutting their hands. These feelings they generate, we call their psychotic. So it is a responsibility of everybody to check their health, how it is really. As we check physical health, we should also measure the mental health also. Recently, you and me started working on giving a possible awareness about the mental health in physical. Go to the colleges. We are doing some exhibitions, and we are doing some awareness programs in the companies and the government organizations, the college and the schools, to give some checklist to understand what is anxiety, what is depression, what is obsessive compulsive disorder, and what is a paranoid thinking, and what is poor self-esteem. All these things, unconsciously we are carrying it, but because our country is not at raised to a level where they also should look into the mental health. Mental health checking and talking about is also become a taboo in our country. That is a major challenge for every human being. That is the reason people don't come forward to go to a professional, to a psychologist, at least, to go and check how is his mental health. So this is the right environment. I think that people who are from different places meeting a psychologist is really a revolutionary idea these days. So to break that myth, to break the ice, and the post-pandemic, and recently you also seen that from the 125 years of history of the Olympic Committee advertised, announced, and also given proper support system for all the players who were 5,000 people who came to the Tokyo for the Olympics. They given this mental health support. They announced that mental health need to be considered. Even WHO was making a point that every country should take care of mental health because we were isolated for 2 years. We've become little paranoid about the coronavirus because everywhere people started talking about wash your hands, mask yourself, maintain physical distance. All these things were made our mind totally. Our software is being installed a new software that you be suspicious about everything. The people who already have these anxiety issues, that really trigger them like anything. They really become paranoid for majority of the case. We ourselves came to the lot of TV medias and the papers also started telling them, please be suspicious. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to experience anxiety. But that was during the pandemic, because the anxiety or suspicion can make you become little more alert in doing things going forward, so that you can be within your limits, maintaining the protocols of, to avoid the coronavirus, which is being given by the WHO and our Health Department of India. So this mental health assessment is very, very important these days to give your best performance in your respective professions. And also to have a best personal life, maintain a very good relationships, expressing your love towards the dear ones, having the empathetic relationship with the neighbors and also with yourself. So anxiety will be can be understood. Anxiety is an emotion characterized by feelings of tension, worried thoughts, and physical changes like increased blood pressure. These are some of the physiological changes you can see. So we can also understand that people with anxiety disorders usually have recurring intrusive thoughts or concerns. They may avoid certain situations, whatever. So anxiety is another way around. We call that it is a evolution of the fear. It's not exactly the fear, but anxiety we call it as a evolution of the fear. Sir, can you change the slide? And Freud is, we all know, I hope that you also know that Freud is one of the very, very, very pioneer in psychology to introduce the various thoughts. Some of the works were not really done total research, but people just accepted all his research findings. Well, there are three types of anxiety exist for people. Moral anxiety. Moral anxiety means a fear of violating our own moral principles. For example, recently, not recently, before pandemic, one student was joined at Goa BITS. After joining for 5 months, after the uh, bits, people called the Hyderabad parents and asked that your son is not well. Then they went in the flight and then got back, and they made him to sit in the house for 2-3 days. But still, that fellow was totally become depressed and not able to go anywhere. For everything, he is feeling terrible. Then he brought to me. Then we started having a chat and discussion. Then after two sessions, consecutive days, then he's totally started asking me that, I have did a very wrong thing in my life, that is making me feel that I'm suffering with a lot of guilt and shame, and also feel miserable about my own values. I said, what did you see? With great pursuance and with a great interaction, made him feel very, very comfortable in the center of, in my chamber. Then slowly came out and told that, no, I've seen uh, 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 porn. That's all. Yes, that's all. Okay. So what happened if you really watch a porn is a very, very normal thing. He was immediately looking at me with a brightened face. Do you think it is normal? Yeah. In my days, we were there. There people are used to brought by the elite of the society. They used to get the some nude pics books. Now you have the accessibility to watch the porn. Really? Is it okay to watch? I said, how many days you watch? No, I watched only once. My friend was watching, and accidentally I had to enter his room, and then they were watching on the laptop. I forced to see that accidentally, and also people asked me to watch what is going to happen, and that really made me become frightened that I'm a bad man, I'm a bad person. After that, I also got getting sexual thoughts. Then I thought it is something is wrong. See, the value system in which the child was brought till inter, he is thinking that in that only frame he was thinking, and going beyond anything is totally wrong. Then after that, we have consecutive sessions, around 5-6 sessions. He has become normal, and also he made himself better. And also I put him with interaction with the various people of his age group and my age group, and all of them started talking about it is very nothing wrong, but if you're addicted, there is a problem. But once or twice it happens to see that's not a great thing, then he has become better. Next is a neurotic anxiety, the unconscious worry that we lose control of the id urges, resulting in punishment for inappropriate behavior. See, sometimes people will experience, there will be a constant pressure being experienced by them when they meet the new people, when they go and talk to the people. Some people have different behavior patterns that they are very intrusive in their behavior, and also while talking also. So they experience this neurotic anxiety. And the third one is the reality anxiety. Fear of real world events. The cause of this anxiety is usually easily identified. For example, a person might fear a dog bite when they are near a menacing dog. And the most common way of reducing this anxiety to avoid the threatening object. So this is, when you go to the darkness, you experience the fear, anxiety. When you wanted to go to the shopping mall, there some people are afraid that the salesman will very forcibly make them to buy. So they really don't want to buy, but the conversation, the way in which they influence you and it force you to buy this, and later part people feel very guilt of their behavior, and they feel very much bad about that. That fellow made me to buy compulsively, but I'm not really interested. So these kind of things also create the fear. And for some people also experience that Ukraine war is going on. Earlier there was a Skylab incident in the 1978, and also in between there is a Big Bang Theory experiment was there. I get at least 5-6 cases every time. During this Ukraine war also, people come to me saying that what is going to happen into our country. Every day I'm not able to sleep. And these things also create a lot of anxiety situations for the people. So in this situation, definitely you require the professional help, and also which can make your thought process very comfortable so that you can lead your life better. Please change, sir. Okay, let us understand how really this anxiety cycle works. There is a trigger. It means some event or thought or a feeling comes out. Then it triggers your thoughts, worrying, catastrophizing, obsession, and self-doubt. These are all things will push you to experience the anxiety. So whenever you experience anxiety, it doesn't really have stops only in your brain, because body and brain coordination will always exist for each and every moment. So whatever you experience in the brain, it immediately percolates through your nerves and reaches to each and every muscle of your body, and then it experiences. This study, we call it as a psychophysiology. It means any emotion, any thought which exists here in the brain, which experienced by your brain, immediately it passes to through your muscles. Then through muscles, your emotions are being expressed. That is the reason we can identify every person emotion. Maybe in your office or at home, you can look at your spouse and say, hey, you look very tensed up, or you are looking very angry. Hey, what happens today? You're looking very happy. See, these are the comments generally we made. How? Because emotions will not sit at the brain. It try to express and radiate. Through what? Through your muscles. So for every emotion, there is a fixed set of muscles will respond. So if you are angry, your face muscles will definitely express it. And also it goes to each and every part of the body, and your hands become tight, and automatically your hands become made into fists, right? Or if you experience anxiety, you are slowly rubbing your hands and you become little sweaty, and you cannot sit properly in the chair. You keep walking here and there. See how these things are really happening. So with that, every emotion has some pattern of expression. But one thing you should understand that every emotion definitely will be expressed by through your body, and that is being definitely understood and read by the people. And these emotions, majority primary emotions, we say that they are common in all the cultures across the globe. So whenever you experience the anxiety, you experience that, some people will shake, some people get nausea, and also they become tired, experience tight chest also. In second wave of the corona, many people died not because really lack of oxygen, but it is coupled with the anxiety. So anxiety and also the suffocation with lack of oxygen, both made that person to aggravate, and that fellow could died. Because whenever anxiety is more, people get the too much of suffocation, and there will be a panic attack. So panic attack is another extreme case of an anxiety. And then from there, when you experience the anxiety, immediately our brain start working on the coping methods to get, they want immediate relief. So what they do, immediately people who are exposed to the substance like boozing, alcohol, cigarette, or drug, immediately they go and they take it, they feel very safe and secure. Some people keep over analyzing. They check everything 2-3 times. And also they keep on expecting the assurance from the nearby people. What anybody will do nearby the people who are experiencing. If there's some student is experiencing that, is afraid that result may be a failure in writing an IIT entrance or civil service or some other exam. What people around they say, no, 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 you will get it, don't worry. I know, all the tests what you have done till now, they are really good. You're giving the best performance. The data and statistics says that whoever done this mock test, a grand test before to the test, same marks are going to reflected in the finals also. So in a NEET exam, well, for example, if you consider there are 720 marks are there, in every grand test you acquired around 550. So let us suppose 50 marks gone in the final exam, you get at least 500. Still you are bet for a job, get to a seat. So we try to reassure them, right? And if a parent child is there, a child met with an cycle accident, not really accident, but he slipped out of the cycle and he got bruises on the knees and elbows. The mother worried, only one son, he's in 14, 15 years, there is no other issue. So they have a lot of affection and also fear. And also they try to create a great component of the protection in the name of love. And the child also become very anxious for everything because mother starts, transmitting the same kind of anxiety for the child also. So because of this, become overwhelmed and wanting to escape, irritated, angry, sadness, and guilt. And once again, it reiterate to the event. So the person is being trapped in this and they experience the anxiety. Next, sir. See how an anxiety provoking situation exists for any human being. So there are 4 ways the body responds: physiological, cognitive, behavioral, and emotional. And these 4 complement each other. They support each other and it starts increasing. Let us see what the physiological changes whenever you experience the anxiety. First, your heart rate increases. It increases more, we call it as a panic attack because you are unable to get the breathing. You say, these kind of symptoms you see in a person who is experiencing the panic attack and anxiety. They feel that it is a heart attack. They feel that they are going to die, and they feel terrible about that. And also the muscle tension and sweating, blushing, dizziness, nausea, stomach pain. These are the physiological changes. Immediately, cognitive mind will not allow. When these all changes are entering, then our thoughts immediately start working on what ifs. Worries about the physiological symptoms, worries about anxiety provoking situation, and their brain goes that definitely this is a heart attack, I'm going to die. Some danger situation already came into my life, and then it is really going to disturb their life. Then go to the behavioral, reduced performance due to anxiety and avoidance. The most important behavior of any person who experiences anxiety, the avoidance and denial. These are the 2 most important things you can do it. An engineering student just recently, after the admissions are over, I think last year, some days they were given the physical appearance in the colleges. They went first day, and second day onwards the students stopped going. Parents are worried. He said campus is good, it is his choice, and choice seat also. Then every day is keep on postponing. I'll go tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Today I'm not well. The weather is not good. No, anyhow, I inquired. Students are not. My classmates are not coming totally. All these things started doing it, and fine morning they brought him. What he is doing is simply is avoiding. The another thing is also there, the denial. Avoidance and denial is the most commonest responses shown by any person who is experiencing the anxiety. If somebody is avoiding to do the work which he has been doing since a long time, then take it for granted that that fellow is experiencing the anxiety. Then what are the emotional changes you can see? Fear, dread, panic, frustration, anger, disappointment, and sadness. These are the most common responses any human being who experiences the anxiety. And many people start assessing the intellectual ability of the person. See, it doesn't really goes only with the intellectual ability, but it is absolutely based on the emotional status. So because we are not emotionally intelligent, we may be intelligent. Cognitively, we are intelligent. We will be able to solve the mathematical problems, or you may give answers for any questions you asked in the general knowledge and the science. But emotions are really plays a vital role in the life of a human being. If you don't learn how to understand your emotions, which are popping up regularly, with respect to the stimuli or with respect to situations, then definitely it will drive you from reality to the imaginary world, and from there it helps you to operate. Then naturally these are all, troubles start pouring into your life. Next, sir. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is what, physiological things. Apart from that, also you can regular basis how things are going to happen. They become very restless. Feeling of worry is much. Irritation is more, and there no one can concentrate anything, and also they cannot sleep well because their brain will not sit idle. Then one incident happen in their day-to-day life, that is keep on making them to feel terrible and keep worrying about it. All these things are going to happen with this anxiety, and these are some of the common symptoms you can understand. Please next, go to next, sir. Next. Yeah, see, any person, not just now we spoke that the person who deny the situation and also avoid the situation, we said that that is one of the possible behaviors. In general, we call them as the defense mechanism. Is an unconscious psychological response that protect the people from the threats and things that they don't want to think about or deal with. This defense mechanism will always try to help you not to feel terrible because of the situation. So it try to protect you so that the situation will not make you feel bad. So that's how the denial will come. That's how the avoidance will come. Like that, there are 9 defense mechanisms are existing. I just go through one so that you will have an idea. Please next slide, sir. So these are the things, denial, regression, repression, displacement, reaction, formation, sublimation, rationalization, intellectualization, projection. We generally do it unconsciously. It is not a conscious thing we will do it. We do it automatically because, like, when mosquito came and taking blood from your body, immediately what you do, unconsciously you hit this with your other hand. Why? Because it is defense mechanism. It is creating physical pain. So whenever there is smallest whisper also start crawling on something on your body, immediately you respond unconsciously. Similarly, psychological also, there is a defense to protect you. The idea of defense is what? To protect you, to make your life more easier and better. So these are the defense mechanism which can help you to protect yourself. For example, displacement is there. Displacement is a very common defense we use in our life. How, for example, you are in the office and your boss on one something, he was shouting at you. Then immediately in front of you, you don't say, you will not shout back because you know what happens if I shout back. But the load which is there in your head because of his behavior, you carry that load and you come, and then you will come out of the chamber and start addressing your subordinate and you shout at him. What the subordinate will do? Subordinate cannot really shout at you back. Then he'll go home and then he'll shout at his spouse. Then what the spouse will do? Spouse also, he knows that this fellow is unnecessarily every day comes from the office and he shouting. Then this spouse, this lady goes and throw it on the children. What children will do? Children also experience the same thing, same emotions, some disturbance, and they go and they try to either they hit the wall, they slam the door, or if any pet dog is there, they go and hit the dog. If the dog is not there, anything is there in his hand, he will throw it on the ground. See, this is how the emotion, how slowly it transfers. This is how we call it as a displacement. Like that, everything has some way of behavioral pattern. All these things are exclusively exist in our brain only to protect you, not to suffer, not to experience any pain. So to diffuse your pain, these defenses come into your hand automatically. It's not a planned one. It comes automatically. It is there in the body. It knows how to protect yourself by doing all these things. Next, sir. Then how do the methods we need to know how to overcome from this anxiety? Next, sir. Yeah, basically, you need to check yourself from where this anxiety is coming. If you can put down everything on the paper, paper is the one of the a best place where it can take out all your emotion. See, we give greeting cards on the occasion of our friends' birthdays and marriage days, and any achievement is there. Why we are giving the greeting cards? Because it is carrying your emotion. You say that this card is, congratulations card, happy birthday, happy wedding anniversary. These are all things that carrying your emotions. Similarly, paper has the ability to carry your bad emotion also. So better put it, practice this. That is one of the best thing. Then you follow some relaxation techniques. You listen to the song, you run or a jog. There are hundreds of relaxation methods are there, apart from the our scientific method of making you relax. And do workouts, go for jogging, and be creative, painting, sing song, dance. These are all things are can be created, but these are all not stand for longer time. The other than that, what support you can get? Best is that after trying all these things, still you experience that anxiety is the same, then you need to meet the persons like me. They help you with psychotherapy. There are a lot of therapies available, that is cognitive behavior therapy, rational emotive behavior therapy, dialectic behavior therapy, and NLP, relaxation, JPMR, relaxation therapy. All these things are going to be come to your rescue to make you become better and to improve your productivity. If after having the therapy also still some amount of the anxiety you are experiencing, then definitely you are suggested to go for a medication for a few days. Then this therapy and your physical general regular lifestyle, and this will help you to become normal, and it helps you to give your best performance in your regular day-to-day life. So this is all about the anxiety and how to come out. So I just want you, so our time is up now, only 8 minutes are left out. I want you to experience one relaxation therapy, so that it takes hardly, we call it the body scan method. It will be very, very useful and helpful. Immediately you experience the relaxation out of the anxiety. I request all of the participants, hope you are all ready. Are you ready? You can put in the chat box yes, so that I can take the session on this relaxation.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please, participants, please respond on the chat box. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah, right. Then you can do just you close your eyes and just go with my suggestions and concentrate on my voice and suggestions. That's fine. I appreciate that participants are very responsive about this. Nice. Happy to see their responses. Right. Close your eyes. Concentrate on my suggestions and on my voice. Take deep breath through nostril as much as you can. Take deep breath. Take the deep breath. Leave the air through your mouth. Do it for 2 times. After 2 times, then stop taking deep breath. Take normal breathing. Concentrate on my suggestions. Please pay attention on your leg toes. If you sit on the chair, see that your legs touch the ground. Then concentrate, pay absolute attention on your leg toes. As you pay attention on your leg palms, and your leg toes, observe there is a minute vibration in your leg toes. That's fine. That's fantastic. Blood is coming from the legs and entering into your leg toes, and they're circulating and going back. And concentrate on your leg palms. Visualize blood is going back from the leg palms to your ankle and there into your calf muscles. Pay your attention on your calf muscles. Relax all the muscles and nerves of your calf muscles. Then slowly entering into your thighs. Blood is entering into your thighs. From there, they enter into your stomach. Relax all the muscles and nerves of your stomach muscles. It's fine. Concentrate on my voice and suggestions. As you concentrate, all the sounds around you goes away from you and my voice reaching you and my suggestions are very nearer to you and louder to you. Relax all the muscles and nerves of your lungs. Relax. Pay your attention on your heart and try to listen the sound of your heart. Lub dub, lub dub. The blood is pumping. Then to enter into your shoulders. Pay your attention how your heart is pumping. And slowly blood is entering into your shoulders. Relax all the muscles and nerves of your shoulders. That's fine. That's fantastic. Relax. Visualize the blood is flowing from your biceps to your elbows. From there into your hands. The blood is entering into your hand palms. From there into each and every finger. Experience the blood is entering into your fingers, tips, and pay your attention and you're experiencing the minute vibration in each and every finger. Enjoy. As you pay attention, you will understand. You experience that minute vibrations. It's fine. That's fantastic. Relax. Enjoy this wonderful state of relaxation. Relax. Blood is coming out from like hand palms to your hands to biceps into your neck. Relax all the muscles and nerves of your neck. Then blood is entering into your face. Visualize inside of your face, on the back side of your front face. Blood is flowing through your eyelids, through the eyeballs and to your cheeks. Then into your tip of your nose. Then they enter into your lips, chin. From there, blood is entering into your ears. After circulating in the earlobes, then to backside of your head. Relax. Now visualize your brain is experiencing different kind of thoughts. Allow all the thoughts to go outside. All old and bad thoughts, allow them to go outside. And allow the new thoughts to entering into your brain like two-way traffic on the road. One set of vehicles going one side, other set of vehicles are coming into other side in opposite direction. Similarly, allow the old thoughts to go outside and new thoughts are entering in. And experience this going out and coming inside, making you feel very comfortable and relaxed. Enjoy. enjoy this wonderful state of relaxation. That's fine. That's fantastic. That's fine. Now slowly, slowly, you're able to recognize that you are sitting in your house and in a chair on your respective places. And visualize what dress you wear today, color of that. And slowly open your eyes. That's fine. That's fantastic. Rub your hands and keep it on your eyes, and please write your experience. And the time is up now. I wish that Nishraj, you can take the control and ask the participants to share their experience. And
yeah. So thank you, sir, for that body scan meditation exercise. We have another whole section on overthinking, but I think for the sake of time, we'll leave that for some other day. There we'll be covering what is overthinking causes, warning signs, reasons, science behind it, and everything. So we can do that some other day. For the timing, just wanted to mention again. Please go to youandme.co. That's where sir is taking sessions. That's his institute. So you can go there to their website, follow them on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, if you wish. And like I mentioned earlier in the call, you can go to mindschool.co.in, book a session, or sign up for our upcoming self-guided anxiety module. So just wanted to mention that before we move into questions. Anybody has, so there are a bunch of questions that have been put forward.
yeah. And they can, who doesn't want to talk, please post on the chat box your experience. Yeah, there is a response. Is meditation good for reducing anxiety? See, really, I don't have that meditation experience, but these relaxation will definitely help you for many people. Yeah, sometimes anxiety is normal. Yes, if I am not wrong, for example, before the exam, we feel worried, anxious. Is it good? See, it is not good or bad, but that is an experience for the many people. So why not many people, there is a slight anxiety exists before exam. So that exam nervous and performance anxiety many people will have. That is only normal till you enter into the exam hall. But throughout the exam you are experiencing, then there is a issue that need to be addressed properly. Relaxation was good, but had a slight heavy head while allowing thoughts to go. Yes, as different people experience different methods, different experiences. There's no good and bad in this experience. How does one channel that creative overthinking in the right direction while keeping the creativity intact? Anything you really want to be more creative, better is everything you need to be recorded on the paper. See, once you put it on the paper will guide your thought. Otherwise, sometimes, we will be, in the name of creativity, we'll be landing somewhere. Our problem is that we start thinking in one particular direction and we land somewhere. So to avoid that, whatever the thought process you get it, put it on the paper and it will guide you and make you become better. Sir, it is really good for mental health. We feel good, right? Yes, sir, it is really helpful. Yeah, another response. Thank you, sir. Right. Okay. So anybody has any questions or queries, you can unmute yourself and ask. Is it okay, Anish?
That's fine. That's fine. So one thing that you mentioned about meditation, actually, that's how I had addressed my own anxiety. So when I was slightly a few years ago, when I was experiencing anxiety, I went to meditation because that was, I think that was more, I resonated with that a lot more. And that's where I learned body scan and all of these other techniques that are taught there. So I can definitely vouch for meditation. Obviously, it's not a replacement for severe symptoms of anxiety. If you feel like you are going through severe symptoms, I would encourage you to book a session. First, try it out. If it's not working for you, then I would recommend that you go to a counseling session. So that's one of the meditation is one of the things that got me really interested in this whole space. Uh, so psychology and all of that. So, anyways, I
Anybody
think
want to talk? Please, you can unmute yourself and talk.
yeah, I think it's
Yeah, it's over. Yeah, so then you can close it, Anish.
yeah, I think that's good. I'll just leave this page on where you can check out the websites of you and me and Mind School. Please do go on there, check out the websites, and follow us on Instagram. So one thing I would like to mention, we are writing constantly on Medium. So we are writing articles that would be relevant for anxiety and a lot of other issues that people are having, sleeplessness and stuff like that. So you can read those. If you sign up on our website, we will be sending you like every once in a while we'll be sending you meditations that you could do. We could be sending you like different exercises that you could take up on your own. And if you want to book a session, that's also perfectly fine. So I'll leave this page on. If there's any more questions, we'll keep answering as it is. We'll be on till 12:45. If any of you have any questions, you can write in.
Okay, then Anish.
Yeah. So we'll wait till another 10 minutes. I
Okay,
think
okay.
everybody is free to drop out of the call. As in, if you feel like you received everything, please do. We'll send you a feedback form right after this so that you can give us feedback on what was the most useful part, what should we focus more on, and if there's anything that we've missed, then we'd like to know more so that for the next session we are able to include that as well. So and if you have any suggestions of what you would want to learn more about, please write to us. I'm just leaving my email ID over here, so you can write into us with your suggestions or for any future sessions that you would want us to do. So there's one question about is your institute running a course? So what we are trying to do on Mind School is essentially we're trying to create like a bank of self-guided modules on different issues, everything ranging from anxiety, marriage counseling, which is also a counseling genre, insomnia, addictions, different major symptoms that people usually have. Almost everybody has some of these symptoms, and if they would like to go through education first before realizing that this is an extreme case and they would need to use a counselor, that's something that we are offering. We would also offer a lot of assessments for you to gauge what level you are at. So all that would be included in that course. It's not a certification course. You won't get a certification after this. This is only so that you can help yourself in addressing your psychological challenges. That's I think if people have started dropping out, so perfect.
Yeah.
Because we'll stay on for a couple of more minutes just to see
Okay.
whether there's any other questions, or else
Okay.
we can end it. If you any of you want to request for a callback, please go to our website. You can put in your details, and one of our team members will call you and just to answer your questions and see how we could best serve you. So All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on the call. Please write into us if you have any questions, and we'll be prompt in responding. We'll respond within 24 hours without fail to any email that we get. So I've left the email ID on the chat box, so you can make a note of that. Right. Dr. Veerender, we'll end the session.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Okay, sir. And let us try
You want
to
to say something else?
yeah, find out the reasons for many people who are not reached our today's because a lot of people joined, right?
Yeah. I think we had upwards of 30 who
Mm.
joined, and actually, I think there's a confusion with the Google Calendar.
Yes.
I think we can resolve that very
Yeah,
easily
yeah.
for the next session.
Yeah.
Um,
So we can also announce that for the people who did not join as early as possible.
yeah. No. Anyways, we'll be sharing the webinar recording. With
Yeah, that will be wonderful.
So we'll be sharing the webinar recording and a list of all the questions that was asked and the
Mm.
answers to that.
Yes. Yes.
So right, and I'm sure that a lot of people would have written to us about not being able to join. So we'll respond back and we'll send them the recording. So no problem.
Okay. Okay, sir. Bye. Take care.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Have a good Sunday.
Yeah. Thank you.